All right. So now look, we are going portrait today. Think Mona Lisa, not Van Gogh. And we're doing Expressionism. And if you remember, Expressionism is kind of dreamlike. It's like using your imagination. So whatever you see is kind of what you see. You can draw it however you want. And we're going to start with the pencil. And right in the middle, we're going to make a circle. Now look, I'm kind of sketching it out because eventually I'm going to color it in. But we're going to make it bigger than your fist. So let's make a pretty big circle, maybe that big. And we're going to sketch it out. And at the bottom, we're going to make mountains like this. And look how simple those are. Just one, two little mountains. All right. Now take out your thick Sharpie, the bigger one, and we're going to do a really good job tracing these, and we're going to try to get rid of all the pencil line. I'm not going to be able to because I did a really good job sketching, but once I add my colors, it won't even matter. And just go slowly on the circle.
No, Mom! I missed me.
Who was saying hi that I missed? Paris, did you just get here, sweetheart?
Yes.
Okay, look, here's what you've missed so far. You missed me playing the piano. I played a beautiful song on the piano for everyone. Really,
Yeah.
Jason did. I'm teasing. And we've drawn a circle and mountains. That's all you
That's why I
did.
said I'm sure not.
All right.
Not great.
So here we go now. In the middle of the circle, we're not erasing anything yet. Okay, in the middle of the circle, very middle, I'm going to draw a circle like this, and I'm going to color it in. Now, right now, you guys are thinking, ooh, that's an eyeball. It's not. But look what it looks like one. If we stopped right now, it'd be really spooky. Super scary artwork. If we stopped right now. And Catherine would have a nightmare because of the scary eyeball right in the middle of the screen. All right. Draw one triangle on top, color it in. Another triangle on top, color it in. And so we're making a silhouette, and you guys probably can guess what that is now.
History, drink coffee.
Well, here's the problem. I can't drink too much coffee. Look, that's all I have left. Because if I drink more, then I'm going to stay up all night. So I'll grab some water in a second.
Yeah.
But my coffee was so good today. Okay, now for the body of the cat, I'm just going to do another circle. And this one's going to be a little bit bigger, but not much. And I'm going to color it in.
Is it the silhouette of a cat in the middle?
Well, actually, it's a scary cat. So if you're going to get your animals, you got to make sure you get it right. Scary cat. And watch what I do with the tail. I'm going to make an upside down question mark. And that kind of looks like a mouse tail because it's so skinny. So what we have to do is we have to make it a little thicker by drawing the exact same line and then coloring it in.
It kind of looks like a clock.
It is not a clock, I can assure you. It is a cat, not a cat clock. And you'll see why in a moment. Okay. Now, very close to the side of your paper. Look how close I am. I'm going to go like this. All the way down.
Oh, whoa. That's like the skinniest line I've ever seen.
That is a super skinny line. Make it real skinny. Okay?
Like me, although half of me.
And then look, you know what we're going to do on this one? We're going to grab our pastel and we're going to color this in with the pastel. And I'm using the tip like I'm doing math instead of art. And then watch what I do. With my finger, I'm just going to spread it in like this. And when I do that, I get a nice little texture. So you can see these little white parts that come out, and we're going to keep that on there so it looks like a tree.
That is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, now this next part, you've got to be really careful because if we mess this part up, our poor little cat is going to be falling into space. So right here, I'm going to draw a line that comes through the circle, touches the bottom of the cat, and goes almost to the end of the circle. So everybody do that.
Wait a second.
I will not, thank you very much. I'm in the middle of drawing a tree, so I can't wait. Just kidding.
Wait a second.
Yes,
That
Chris.
piece, the skinny line is a tree, then that's a tree branch, and the behind must be a moon, and then
Oh no, something happened. Karis's thing got muted. Oh no, I can't imagine that. Honey, you can't ruin the surprise. All
how
right,
dare
now
you?
watch. Okay, now watch what I do. I'm going to make this exact same line, but I'm going to start up a little ways because we want the trunk or the branch of the tree to be a little thicker at the end. Then
You
at the-
literally just said the trunk or the branch.
I know, sweetheart. All right, give me a sec to finish this one, sweet pea. So now we're going to color this one in with our Sharpie, and it's important we use our Sharpie here because if we use our pastel, it's going to smear with the rest of it. So some of our artwork is going to be pastels, some is going to be Sharpies. And we're just going to bring it right out to there. And this is really fun because I just learned how to do this the other day, and you guys are really going to like this. So I'm going to give you a second to color that in. And if you rub your Sharpie over pastel, it's really bad for the top and it won't last very long. So try to keep your Sharpie off the pastel.
I learned that drawing pine trees.
And it's true, right? Okay, now up here, watch what I do. I'm going to come up the tree and I'm
Mr.
going to make
E,
another branch that goes a little bit into the moon right there.
Mr. E,
Yeah, honey?
I just want to say,
Yeah.
not only it won't work with pastels with Sharpie, but also Sharpie doesn't work on top of crayon.
Nope, it really doesn't. And you know what it really doesn't work on?
But
It's chalk pastels. Okay, so look what I did here. So I've got my second branch, and it kind of looks a lot like this one, but it's a little shorter because the higher up the tree we get, the shorter our branches get. So I'm going to do one more right here and just kind of bring it up like that, skinny line, and fill it in. Okay, now I'm going to show you the real neat trick as soon as you get these filled in on how to make it look more like a tree. And you're going to love this. And we're not coloring the mountains yet because we're going to use pastel for that. And we're going to color that last because we get our hand in, it's going to smear everywhere. All right, so let's go right here and watch what I do. I'm going to make a branch come off there, a branch come off there, a branch come off there, and a branch come off there. And I'm going to do that on every one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mr. E,
Yes, honey.
I have got a question.
What you got?
Uh,
Well, that's all right, sweetie. Save it. You and I'll talk after class. Okay, now look at this. Now these are real skinny, so we're going to do the same thing where I make it thicker at the bottom on each one.
oh, now remember.
Not too thick, but just a little
first-
bit on each one.
First of all, can we wear our costumes the next time
Yeah,
we
well,
have
so
mystery art class? And then my second question is, when is the other mystery art class?
okay, so this is the last mystery art class for this month. We're doing a Halloween class on the 26th. And yes, you'll wear a costume on that. And I'll talk about that at the end of class. Okay, now watch this. Now add 2 more off of each one. And it almost looks like it's trying to reach out into the scary Halloween night. Okay, so there's those right there. We've got those good branches there. And if you want to be really super adventurous, grab your small Sharpie and you can add 2 or 3 at the end of each branch, just for fun. And you don't have to do that, but it's kind of fun to do. Not.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have that side. Now watch what I do over here. I'm going to do another skinny branch right here, or tree trunk. But I'm not going to color this one in yet. And the reason I'm not coloring it in is because I don't want my hand to move over it with the pastels. But we're going to do the exact same thing as we did before, where we're going to draw some tree trunk or some branches. And try your hardest to not overlap them. So I'm going to do one right here. Okay. And remember, we'll make it thicker at the end and thinner at the thicker at the beginning and thinner at the end.
This actually kind of looks cute and cool mix in.
Well, we're not going for
Like a
cute.
Kit Kat.
We're going for a little bit Halloween-y, kind of scary. So look, this one's cutting off the moon right there. And the reason we're using Sharpie here instead of pastels is because that way it won't smear when we cover it with the pastels. All right, there's that one. And let's go up a little higher. And we're going to cut right into this little area we have. And make it a little thicker right there. Ms. Shoneman, did Foster not come to class?
He did not, but I did email and tell his mom this morning.
I know. I think Voss likes to get those one-on-one classes. I think he's playing the system. What do you think? Okay, now I need someone to use their good
I agree.
memory and tell me what the next step is on these branches. What am I going to do?
Me.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
You're going to put twigs on it.
That's right. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just do 3 on this side so we don't overdo it. 2,
I'm
3.
reading mines.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then I'll just fill in the bottoms, remember, so it looks thicker at the bottom so it doesn't look like they're going to fall off. And if you think of your body as the trunk of the tree and your arm is one of the branches, think about how much bigger your shoulder is than your hand. So it's always going to be thicker here than it is way out here. Okay, and then I'll just add a couple more, and I think I'll be done with these big trees here. And look, I don't even care what my lines look like. They're looking all scribbly. Oh no, my Sharpie lid fell off. That was a little bit of an overreaction, I think. A little bit. All right. Super cool.
Mine is creepy.
Well, it's about to get more creepy, so get ready.
I love creepy.
All right.
I think it doesn't look creepy.
Yes.
So watch what I do right here. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to do a straight line here. And hold on a minute. And at the bottom of it,
What
I'm
about
gonna
what?
get a little bit thicker. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of do the same thing where we just have branches go up like this. And don't make them nearly as big as we did before, because this one's going to be super far away. And all it does is add balance in our artwork so people can see that we have trees going all over the place. And you know what? I think we should even do one over here. And this one I'll make down here a little ways.
Shannon Hope wants to know if you book directly to the link website. Yes. Oh.
All right. Okay. Ellie, no eating during class, please. Thank you. Ellie, no eating pizza during class, please. Thank you. Okay. Just
It's dinner time and I'm hungry.
Me too.
all right. Well,
I haven't eaten anything, so.
we can eat during class then. All right, let's do this. We're going to save the ground for bottom, or the the ground for very last. What we're going to do right now is we're going to get our yellow pastel, and I'm just going to make a circle in the middle of our moon. Okay, and I don't want any white, so I'm going to do a nice little circle right here. Now, if we were using our pastel for the trees, then right now it'd be smearing, because when pastels get together, they work together and they can go all over the place. Okay, and then we're going to get our orange and we're going to color in the rest of the moon. Try your hardest to stay inside the moon, but if you don't, it doesn't really matter. Because sometimes it looks like the moon's just going all over the place. We've all seen that at nighttime. Okay, now I probably should have told you to get some Kleenex or a paper towel beforehand, but I forgot. I blame Miss Schoeneman for that, because right now this does not look like a very good move. But when,
How dare
I
you.
put in what you said you wanted.
Schoeneman, please don't interrupt, thank you. So what we're
Busted.
doing now is, look, I'm gonna move this in a circular motion, and I'm gonna spread it out throughout the moon. Okay, and I'm gonna hold my paper down so it doesn't bend and rip. But look at this beautiful color I get. Look how fun that is. How come no one's as excited as I am right now? What's the problem? I feel like we all should be super excited at this beautiful moon. Okay, and remember, we're going in a circle like this and just moving it in.
I'm not even excited. I'm so bored.
No, you should not be. It's really exciting. Super duper. Super duper.
I just messed.
All right. So let's get the moon in there like that. And then the next part, we're going to use our blue, purple, and black. So do I need to give a little more time? Catherine, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. Or do you need more time, Sweet Pea? All right.
I need more
Lucy,
time.
give me a thumbs up. All right, I got you. Lucy Lou, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right, Ellie, I can't even, are you? All right. Ellie, I want to see yours at the end. It seems like you're on your fourth piece of pizza. Okay, so we're going to go with blue next. Okay, and watch what I do. I'm going to start way down here. Okay, and I'm going to do my first layer. Do not go on the trees. My first layer of blue is going to go halfway. My first layer of blue is going to go halfway up the moon. So I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to try to get rid of all the white. So I'm just going to do a nice little blue here over the mountains. And we're going to paint those mountains, or pastel those mountains black. Okay, so I'm not too worried about if I go over there. But there's my first layer, a nice blue. And it actually looks really pretty just like that. But I want you guys to watch what happens when we smear it in. That's what I love about oil pastels. Okay, my next layer is going to be purple.
Mystery.
Yes, honey.
A couple of minutes ago, while I was doing this, the moon, I accidentally got it out. But now that I think of it, I think I can make it like a really long twig.
Okay, I like that. And you know what? If it does smear out a little bit, it might just look a little spookier, like there's clouds inside of it. Okay, so look, this purple goes around the moon. I'm going to get rid of a little more of this white. Okay, and then I have a little bit of black up here, and I'm just going to fill this in black.
Perfecto twig.
Now, if you ever saw a sky like this, you'd be, I don't know if that's really believable, because it's layered so perfectly. But let's see what happens when we start smearing it again. And do you see how the twigs kind of get lost up here? Let's see what happens when we spread it around and the black gets a little bit lighter. Okay, so I'm going to get a clean piece of Kleenex, and I'm going to try to stay away from the moon. And I'm going to work it from the bottom to the top, so away from my body. And I'm going to start smearing it in like this. Okay, so we're going to smear it away from the moon and up into the purple. Okay, and then we're going to get into the purple, and I'll use a new piece of Kleenex that's a little bit cleaner this time.
What?
And I'm not afraid, guys, to get it into the blue.
It doesn't taste amazing.
What's happening is when I mix the blue into the purple's a little darker, so it overpowers the blue a little bit. All right, now I'm going to get a brand new.
Straight out.
Hold on, Sweet Pea. I'm going to get a brand new piece of Kleenex, and I'm just going to rub it all the way to the top. Okay, so the branches start to come back a little bit, and I don't love how the purple kind of gets lost there, so I'm going to do another layer of purple right here, more towards the top of the sun, or the moon, I'm sorry. That's not funny.
Yes, it is. You
Well,
got next up on moon.
Clean piece of
Good for you, there too.
Kleenex, and we're good to go.
You fire one side on this side.
Okay, now just rub over at one time. Keep your fingers down so it doesn't get too crazy.
I'm literally, my trees look like cactuses.
Well, you might have a little desert scene going. That's pretty cool. And
Night
now we're
desert.
going to go to the bottom parts.
Or Arizona.
And let's do this first. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Okay? And let's get these mountains done. Hold on, sweetheart. And let's get these mountains done right here. And we're again using the black, and it's going to be a silhouette. And I'm not worried about getting over into the trees right now because we're going to color that black too. I'm going to get more of my paper towel. And because I'm using black, it doesn't really matter if I use a clean one or dirty one because it's going to overpower the orange and the purples. And you know what? Look, when I leave it like this and it has a little bit of white, it's almost like there's a little snow on it or something like that. And I kind of like that. And then,
You know what I like to do?
What you got?
I like to tie-dye everything.
No?
I'm gonna put in our next
You know, I'm not loving the top part of this, so I'm going to add more purple. And I'm not even sure if this is going to work or not. But I'm going to go a little bit here and just see if it does. I'll get a clean piece of Kleenex. And that's the fun thing about oil pastels is it's very forgiving for the most part. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Sure.
All right, final thing.
Middle of art class right now.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to use our eraser as an actual tool to create art. Like everyone's like, I needed to make mistakes. What if I make a mistake? So watch what happens when we use our eraser as a tool. And I'm going to erase some of this just to get little clouds in here.
I can't
Okay.
open it.
So just go like this with your eraser back and forth. Clean it off if you have to. Okay, and just make some clouds anywhere in here.
Oh, my tissue.
And if you keep your eraser clean, it'll look a little bit better than this. So maybe just clean it off after you do a few strokes back and forth. And we have some really nice clouds in there. All right.
Great. I need ketchup.
Now you're good because I'm actually just about done here. But that's kind of a fun one. And it's kind of a spooky one that you can put on your window for Halloween.
Oh, that's an idea.
So here's what I want to do right now. I'm going to unpin this. I'm going to go to this bar view. If you want to hold up your artwork so I can see it.
Ellie, get back to class, please.
Karis, I'm coming to you first. Hold on. Ooh, honey, look. That's really good. Okay, color in that tree. Looking good. Let's go to Jason and Catherine and my man, William. Fun. So good. Catherine, you got here late and still picked up. William, let me see yours. You're way back there. I can't even see you. Oh, William, I love your moon. William always adds his own stuff too. That's cool.
Hello, Catherine. Hi, Karis.
Ladies, no talking during class. Thank you.
How dare you?
Oh, Ellie, I'm coming. Ellie, I love yours. Hold on. I'm going to Ellie M right now. Let me see, honey. Hold it up. Wow. Honey, that is intense. That is really good. All right, Ellie, coming to you. Other Ellie. Let's see it. Honey, look at your fun cat. Did you tell Mom about the Halloween class?
Not yet.
I will tell her tomorrow.
You
Don't
said
you,
good for her.
don't
So
you worry your pretty little head about that. Lucy Lou, do you want to show yours? Where's Lucy? Come
Is
in.
is the Halloween class basically just like next art class except wearing costumes?
No, it doesn't. It's just something fun I wanted to do for everybody for Halloween. So it has nothing to really do with the
It's the
art box
22nd?
stuff. You just have to show up, have some art supplies. I'm going to read a story. We're going to do a little. I'm going to see if Mr. Bellis will do a dance with us.
All you need to do is tell my mom.
I'm going to tell her tomorrow when I see her. And then we will, I'll tell a scary story, and then we're going to draw probably 2 scary pictures. I don't know yet. Got it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a fun idea.
22nd?
What?
It's on the 22nd?
No, it's on the, whatever next Tuesday is. What's next Tuesday?
Let me check.
But we'll figure it out. But we won't use pastels. It'll be just like normal Sharpies, markers, things
Like
like
this.
that.